Now, let's get deeper into it. Let's start off with the Buffalo Bills game, because I think that will save the Jets and Dolphins division matchup for later in the show. Man, TD and I did not get to watch this game live, of course, since we were at MetLife Stadium. So, Colby, I want to start off with you. Were you able to watch this game? What was your biggest takeaways from it? The Bills 39, Bengals 34. It was one of those games that the Bills needed to have to really solidify themselves as a threat in the AFC. Going to the playoffs as a wild card is something I always felt they were still going to do. But Josh Allen, man, whenever it starts to snow, he turns into a different level of a quarterback. So what was your overall reaction to that Buffalo win?
Yeah, I was able to watch this game a little bit. I was on the couch while doing homework, and I was like, this is the game this week that I absolutely have to watch, because the Cincinnati Bengals are a team. Joe Burrow is back. That defense over the last few weeks has started to get it together, going up against a team in the Buffalo Bills who are not guaranteed a playoff spot. I think we all expected that they would, but they've been dropping some games. They haven't been playing up to their standards over the last few weeks. And so could they get back on track? And I feel like this game was everything that we thought it was going to be during the previews. It was two defenses that haven't exactly put things together. Obviously, Buffalo's defense, though, is better, but you're going up against Joe Burrow. You're going up against a high-powered offense that the Bengals do have. They can easily put up 30, 40 points if need be. And we said, if Josh Allen wants to win this football game, it's going to have to be a game where he makes sure that that offense itself puts up 30, 40 points. And that's exactly what they did. Early on in this game, I'm sitting down like, oh my gosh, the Bengals might pull this thing off right now. Are you kidding me? We might not even have to wait till next week to guarantee that the Patriots have won the AFC East. But then what does Josh Allen do? He puts the team on his back. He puts on the cape. He takes advantage of that defense that the Bengals have, full of a bunch of rookies. And he's able to go out and put up a 4-touchdown day. So, look, at the end of the day, I think that the Bills defense did exactly what they needed to make sure that you force Joe Burrow to beat you through the air in your own climate, in your own ideal situation if you're Buffalo Bills football. They forced Joe Burrow to pass the ball 36 times, and he did well ultimately at the end of the day, outside, of course, of those 2 interceptions, but they took away the running game pretty much completely. You know, Chase Brown is a dog. I think he's one of the most underrated running backs in the National Football League. He had 12 total attempts, only 23 yards. Buffalo held him to 1.9 yards per carry. Samaje Perine, 6 attempts, 31 total yards. And so Buffalo did something that defense has not been able to do pretty much all season long, and that is their run defense. Force opposing offenses to be one-dimensional and beat you through the air. And although at the end of the day, the Bengals did put up 34 points, I think stopping the run game and getting those turnovers was in large part why, in a close game that came down to the wire, Buffalo was able to win this one. Big ups to Josh Allen for, again, just playing turnover-free football, putting the team on his back. 22 of 28 for 251, 3 touchdowns, a 139.7 rating, and then 9 attempts for 78 yards on the ground and another touchdown. Josh Allen is playing Josh Allen football this week. Can he keep it up? That's the biggest question. My biggest concern, I would say, for Buffalo is James Cook. He had a pretty good game in terms of his production, 18 carries, 80 yards, 4.4 yards per carry, but he also is fumbling the football again. 2 fumbles in this game on top of the fumbles that he had against Pittsburgh last week. If I'm Buffalo Bills fans, I'm starting to worry about him a little bit, but if Josh Allen can keep playing this style of football every single week, then you can make up for some of those turnovers. So it's going to be a big, big test for Buffalo next week. That game is a hat and t-shirt game for the New England Patriots. They win that, right then and there, they win the AFC East. And so it's going to be interesting to see what they do, but they have a lot of momentum coming out of this one.
TD, your thoughts of that Buffalo Bills win? Man, I'm not going to lie to you folks. We weren't able to watch the game, but TD was hate watching that score on the MetLife Stadium screen every time. Oh, Bengals up. Oh, Bills go lose. Bills go lose. Oh, man, you were attached to that just as much, if not more, than your own team live. So what was your reaction to that Buffalo Bills win? You predicted them to lose this game. Got to call you out there. You also did not believe that Dan Mitchell, which I got to bring up Dan because he's not here, he continues to push his agenda that the Bills are winning out. You're not losing a game. And now they won another one with some big tests on the horizon. Your thoughts of the Buffalo Bills beating the Bengals? You were wrong, TD. The floor is yours.
Yeah, I was wrong. Obviously, the Buffalo Bills lucked out and got a win this weekend. I mean, I'm gonna call it how it is. The reason why I picked the Cincinnati Bengals to win this game is because I knew that the Cincinnati Bengals would score more points than the Buffalo Bills in this one. And when you really look at it, technically, you can argue they did, but that interception, that was the game. I don't care about Josh Allen heroics. We knew he was going to have some of that in his game. I don't even care about Joe Burrow and them throwing 4 touchdowns. We knew that was going to happen. That interception, I think it was Benford reaching
Epinesa?
up ahead, like
I think that was the Epinesa one. The edge rusher, Epinesa came up and made the interception.
And Burrow saw it and tried to put it over, but he still went up and got it. That was the game. That was it. That play, I mean, they were driving too. They were already down like at the 35, already in scoring range. See, the Bengals are a better team than the Bills. The Bills got the better of them. That one play right there did it. That's how I feel about it. And good job, Buffalo. Josh Allen went down, did his thing. You got to give him credit. He woke up. He played big boy football, not only throwing the football with tight throws in the end zone, but he also had some major runs. I think he had like a dagger 40-yarder touchdown run. Josh Allen played amazing in this game. You know he's going to have games like this. But the Bengals blew it. Those turnovers, it's that simple. And I see people in the chat, TD delusional. Man, Bills fans, this is why y'all don't win Super Bowls. Because y'all don't take just honest feedback. The Bengals are a better team than y'all. Y'all just got that turnover and made the big play in that game, and that's why you won. Congratulations. You won on that day. That means you were the better team on that day. But y'all, listen, man. Y'all ain't outscoring no Bengals. Y'all, that one play, gosh, why y'all had to do this to me, Burrow? I wanted y'all to lose so bad, I ain't gonna lie. But you know what? You got the victory. You got another victory, your last win of the season. Congratulations. But that's all I really got on it, man. Bills roll on. They make their case for the playoffs even stronger. And now they really got to win 2 more games and they locked in. But they got to win because they got 9 wins now, right?
Yep.
Yeah, they got to win 2 more games and then they're locked in. But they got to win 2 more. They can't just win 1 more. So congratulations, Bill. That's all I got for you. Y'all got a little W. Y'all know y'all lucked out on that interception. Outside of that, you couldn't stop them.
They got a 97% chance to make the postseason right now per NFL Network.
Yeah, maybe.
TD had him going 9-8, missing the postseason. He doubled down on that take last week, by the way.
I'm dribbling down. I don't see another win.
So you don't see the Bills winning a game the rest of the way?
I don't know. We'll see.
Wow. They call me a hater. You're the definition of a hater, my friend. You really are. I'm not going to lie. You're
I'm going to be honest, man. I think the Bills will get in now because they won that game. But you know what? It makes it even better for me. You know, now they get to know what it feels like to have a first-round exit. It's that simple.
Well, the Bengals also were treating that game as a playoff game. I think we have to add that because, look, let's call it like it is. The Bengals don't have a great defense. I think they've gotten it together over the last couple of weeks, but they didn't solidify that defense was officially here. It's officially back, right? But they were playing that game with Joe Burrow from an offensive standpoint as if this was a playoff game. If they wanted any chance at making the postseason, the Bengals absolutely had to win out to even have a chance. Now that they lost this game against a playoff opponent in the AFC, that's going to bring them down tremendously. So I think we have to also add the fact that the competition level was going to be high in this game from a coaching standpoint, from a motivation standpoint on the Bengals' part.
Folks, if you're enjoying the show, please smash the thumbs up button as it propels this live show out into the YouTube algorithm. We appreciate you guys. We have 70 like buttons smashed with 300 plus people watching. Let's get up to 150 likes right now, man. And we're excited to talk about this. Unfortunately, we don't have Dan Mitchell to represent his own team right now. But hey, I mean, I was impressed with this. I think Joe Burrow, he sold in this one with those turnovers late in that game. And I think that Josh Allen putting the cape on when he needed to the most when that snow starts falling. So impressive win for the Buffalo Bills. I have them going to the playoffs. I always believe that. And I think they're a threat in the playoffs. I think that they are, like, if you look at the AFC with the Chiefs officially feeling like that they're dead a little bit now and the Ravens are falling off, the Bills are the last team from this previous era of the AFC that has experience. And what are you nodding your head for?
No, because the Bills See, everybody think that the Bills now, if they get in the playoffs, this is their best shot because Kansas City probably not making it now. And then you look at what's happening to the Colts. But everybody's forgetting the true threat to the Bills that's probably going to be in the playoffs as well, who they just can't beat. The Miami Dolphins, baby.
Oh. Well,
Miami Dolphins.
That's timeout. That's just timeout.
Richie, like you know what's
10
funny,
seconds
Rich?
or so without him.
You know what's funny, Rich, is it's just like the Dolphins are winning enough games to just like hurt the draft stock, but they still have less than a 1% chance at making the postseason. So they're winning enough.
How
games
much
to
percent chance?
To bring,
did I hear less than 1%?
Chance. It's not even 2%. It's less than a 1%
look
chance.
at the update, Kobe. Go look at the update. You better go look at it.
I'm looking at NFL
Even
Network
if you
right
win
now.
out, you ain't even making the playoffs. You know how much needs to go your way?
Richie, if we get the 10, we in.
No, you're not. You do not control your own destiny.
The Colts not making it. They ain't winning another game. That's turning the whole field upside down.
They still got 42%.
The Chiefs will get in before y'all.
Because of their record, Kobe, but we know they might not even win another game.
Yeah.
Bro, even the Ravens will get in over y'all.
No, they won't. No, they won't.
Yeah, they will.
Man, Ravens smoke. I don't know what's going on.
Who are the Dolphins?
Richie, man, listen, you just mad because y'all officially eliminated.
I'd rather be eliminated than have a less than 1%. I'd rather know my fate. Less than 1%, bro. You win out.
You know, we've been teasing this for years. The greatest story ever told. I think it's here.
Oh,
the real one.
You don't even believe that.
No, Richie. You never know, man. I'm telling you, if we win out and get to 10, we could be in. Look at all these teams at 6 and 7. You think all of them gonna win out? What if we do?
What if we do? You won't, though. Who have you beaten to prove that you can win out?
The Buffalo Bills.
I don't care about no Bills. Listen, man.
All right, then. And all y'all Bills fans in the chat that's mad at me. Oh, you a hater. We beat y'all. It ain't talking about no.
Stop hanging on that win, bro.
We beat y'all.
That win has zero impact on the Buffalo Bills. Like, it really does.
Yes,
They're making the playoffs regardless. Like, you can have that win over the Bills all you want on your resume. They're still making the playoffs and will be the 5th seed. Let's just keep it above.
We getting in. Everybody talk about we not beating the Pats. The Pats gonna be resting their starters in week 18.
And you also just said that the Dolphins are the team that the Bills can't beat. Stop pretending like you swept them. You didn't sweep them.
The only thing that matters was what's happened most recently.
No. You guys versed twice this year, and we witnessed the Buffalo Bills beat y'all live on our first event.
And you know, Richie, you know that game. We were right there. We had that game.
Yeah, you were right there, but you lost. You were right there, and guess who sold? Tua. In the biggest moment, throwing that pick in the red zone when he was marching down the field to
don't forget
win the game.
Don't forget, we didn't beat them. We obliterated them. Obliterated. 21-point game, 21-point win. That's obliteration. You know what time. The Bills fans fear us. They
don't fear. All right, let's stop turning this Buffalo Bills win and turn it into a Miami Dolphins segment. We already have that. No one cares about no Dolphins, man. The reality is this. What my point was before T cut me off and went on this whole Dolphin delusion is that heading into this season, like we have in the last 4 years, we can all say that the 4 teams in the AFC that we all felt like are the most likely to come out of the AFC to represent the Super Bowl are which 4 teams? And only one of those 4 teams is right now in the playoffs. That's the Buffalo Bills, the Kansas City Chiefs, the Ravens, and the Bengals.
That's cap. Nobody has ever said the Bills are any. You just said Bills and Super Bowl in the same sentence.
TD, they've been name a team outside of the Bills that's been the closest to the Super Bowl besides the Chiefs. That's been consistently in the divisional and championship round.
But Richie, they can never win a Super Bowl.
I said threat. I didn't say they will.
They're not even a threat.
Yes, they are. If you look at recent history, look at the last 5 AFC playoff races. They are always consistent in the divisional or championship round, right there with the Chiefs. And the other team was the Ravens. And then 2 or 3 years ago was the Bengals before the injury started catching up. But that's the 4 teams. That's the 4 guys, the big quarterbacks in the AFC. And it's just one of the 4. And the wild thing about it is the Bills are a wild card team. So all I'm saying is, it's good for the NFL. There's a big influx of new energy coming in. The Patriots are at the top with the Jaguars and the Broncos. Like, those are 3 teams right there that have not been good in a while. So I think that it's an interesting polarity here, but
I'll be honest,
I still think that Buffalo has what it takes to go into the playoffs and go on a run. Just saying, but we shall see.
I agree. I
don't.
I mean, as of right now, let's be honest. They're versing the winner of the AFC North in the wildcard round. It's either the Steelers or the Ravens, which right now looking like the Steelers after their win. But it looks like it's going to be a Steelers or Ravens in the wildcard round against the Bills. Who are you taking in that game?
Whoever's at home.
You have to take the Bills in that one. The Steelers are the biggest joke of a playoff team if they actually do make it.
The Bills beat the Steelers with ease a few weeks ago. And the Ravens, I mean, they got to win out, and they're kind of their backs are against the wall now. But
with ease, you mean when Aaron Rodgers got banged up? That was a tight game until Aaron Rodgers got banged up. Stop.
And then if the Patriots are the first seed, I believe they would be versing off against the Patriots in the division. The Bills.
Yeah, we already know the Patriots going to wax.
Ooh, I really do hope that the Patriots and Bills match up in the playoffs this year. I really do.
Don't y'all play again?
What'd you say?
Y'all, the Patriots still got to play the Bills again?
The Patriots play the Bills this week, and then the Ravens, and then the Dolphins and the Jets. So here's the thing: the Patriots have the potential to get the number 1 seed in the AFC. Now, unfortunately, if they tie with the Broncos have the tiebreaker over the Patriots, so they would get the first round bye. If the Patriots win out and the Broncos drop at least one game, Patriots get the number 1 seed in the AFC.
But y'all play the Bills this week.
Yeah. This week we play the
Bills. In Foxborough.
But
look at TD. TD's now the biggest Patriots fan he's ever. Look at that. He's like
hat and t-shirt game, baby. Hat and t-shirt game.
Yep.
TD, what does a Patriots win do? The Bills are still making the playoffs.
Because what you're not realizing, Richie, is we could still end up number 2 in the division. The Dolphins can still end up number 2 in the division.
By the Dolphins winning out and the Bills losing out. That's the only scenario.
What y'all problem is? Y'all don't respect our 4-game win streak. 4, not 2, not 1, not even 3. 4. Y'all don't respect it. And the Bills are part of that 4.
Yeah, your win streak was on the backs of a man that's now injured. Well, make sure you guys hit the like button. If you did not already, we got Monday Night Football tonight. So if you want to check out Sleeper, make sure you do so with the code RTS. Gives you a 100% deposit match up to $100, TD Finstock. Can you believe that? So if you guys wanted to check it out, we got Eagles at Chargers tonight. If you want to build a really fun parlay there on the Sleeper app, make sure you guys go check them out. If you did not already, what are you waiting for? So tonight's, you can get a 30% boost, by the way, if you signed up right now. They got really interesting prop bets right now. A free Jalen Hurts prop if you want to sign up right now using our code RTS for Monday Night Football. Make sure you guys check that out with the link at the top of the chat. Terms and conditions apply. Legal in 25 states. A huge shout out to Sleeper for being the proud sponsor of the channel all throughout the season.